Wonderful. Good morning, good morning, good morning. To somebody is really very early, and by this time, I want to show you somebody you're very interested part of the whole communication that goes on when it comes to power. A powerful person goes out there to mingle. He goes out there to see things. To a person that goes out there also to visualize things. A person who goes out there to make the battle and come back home and rest, or he rests actually on what he has gone out there to see if there's any spirit that will spring up against it. Now, if there be anything that truly works against it, then there's an extra work to be done. But when you deal with that thing and you find yourself just resting, then you see how you really got it that easy or that simple as way. I'm now communicating to you all the way from Cape Coast to see in the waves, in the realms right now. I'm going to enter the realms of the wicked people right now. I'm going to enter the realms of the Lord Almighty, the cold power and the frozen margin. The frozen margin. I'm going to be entering into the realms of human souls. I'm going to be entering the realms of human bones. I'm going to be entering into the realms of those children, the men or people. That's how I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to enter through the air. I'm going to enter through, or because I'm already right now through the light. Bear with me now, because we got some revelations to be made. It's not a revelation that is already known to you. Anything already known to you is not revelation. But yet you have something called news. What is the news? Is the news actually giving you all you need in one place? Or is just something that you need later? Well, I'm of this great views that you need just more than that. You need more than that. Most people grow and find themselves behaving like children is because someone is trying to only turn you your good, every best you have to waste and nothing. So how can a powerful person become powerful if he doesn't know he's become a child or that mature person? The angel of seven is communicating now. The one who is responsible for souls, life, spirit. He's talking. So you have most people who claim what they are not and what they are. But this is the more realistic time and power. Those who really work against you and get you mad and kill you, they're actually the same people you're sharing with and thinking they love you. But if you had known the spirit, if you had known their thoughts or visions or ideas concerning your life, you will never make a home with them. For if you have known them, it's better, like it would have been better knowing them. It's not about you wasting your life. It's not when you have wasted everything of your life on them and later seeing the ugly part of life. It means you have wasted what? Everything of your life. It's like in the Corinthians, sowing a seed that you did not reap. You have to know very well, better than what you have just been informed. Let's get to this place. I know most people are working against the flesh of others because when you eat with them, then you see their ugly part in the night. But those who really carry their good daytime and at night, you see the best in daytime and best in nighttime. They are the only one you can say you have given them the time to eat. Now, I want to share with somebody. I share with you this very moment that those who actually come to you and pray a kind of prayer and make common like kind of communication in the name of things you truly actually don't understand. You don't have to buy to that. You have to have a defined spirit of those things and a great connection. Where is the source of those names? How does that actually apply to the Lord and you see it work powerfully? Are people not aware? Those who come only to rob you, to steal you, to destroy you, and reward you ugliness, like something ugly. Do you know what is ugliness? If you are one that will pray, and you pray that the Lord asks you a question, or you ask and pray, asking the Lord for a thing, and the kind of gift that the Holy Scripture should say, if there be a father and his child or son asking for bread, he would attend to him to stone. And now this same scripture is what is telling somebody right now, when you ask for fairness, then they present to you charcoal. Do you think that Lord is being faithful, or that Lord wrote that part of the book until it's beginning working? If you don't see that in work, it means that you have a lot to do, because if you don't get yourself saved earlier, you'll be destroyed at the end, because the more destruction, the more lengthy time is given, the more weaker somebody becomes. You can only become weak when you have more enemies working against you, when you have troubles coming upon you every day. But look at it in the other book, in a different religion. It tells you, for those who carry heavy burden, they are the most successful ones. In a different religion, a kingdom. And for they that also carry very little burden, they are the ones who are lost. They are fallen. They are failed. That is to that very wonderful book. Now, do you also categorize this book as one of the things you know? But if you look at it that way, Christ has already said that carry your daily burden on you. That is your sword. Your sword. So that sword you have as an angel, that sword already is to be used to what? Deal with certain circumstances. Whether it favors you or goes well with you or something else, or you go against something. Now thou shalt have judged you. What is the sword in your hand doing? Has that sword been used to kill innocent people, or you are killing your own enemies? Or you are asked only to wait for your enemies to kill you, so that when you think you are promised to come back again and fight them or battle them, do you think you also have the power to also die and live again? I feel like you are losing out almost everything, because your whole wealth is the single life that you are given. Now, if you don't apply it well and use every needful part of it to produce a seed thereof, to have life in abundance, the enemy will only come and rob you, rob your spirit, or draw your spirit out of you by just deceiving you and sowing in you a different seed, so that when that seed that isn't sown in you is beginning to work against you, you will know that truly they came to rob your spirit. They came to deceive you. They came to sow your soul to something else, like they normally call some kind of a local language that is character. But they are not aware that that character is not only what they are saying. They are saying that crying. There's a spirit that is crying. And you have to know this kind of spirit that is crying, that needed people to cry more and see their mouth open so wide, as a kind of grave that is looking for more people to kill and pour away. There you know the people, those reasons, they make funeral. The reason they glorify people. The reasons, so when someone is dead, they're going to bury the person, then they tell you that person is called to glory or called to home. There is no home in that graveyard. I tell you. If that very day you are dead, if you are not lifted to the heavens or your waiting place where you shall have been treated and washed and been purified again by the angel, the soul worker, look, from that you are perished forever. You can't have life. For if your good works do not keep your name alive, and you begin to have people mention your name before the angel, look, you shall have no life. For the angel will require of them your works. What life have you given? What have you imparted unto him? That person whom his strength is most needful, that they think they have to transform you back to somebody who have lived already and is waiting for his judgment. They want to communicate that somebody's flesh should be the one living the pain of it. You are only burdened to suffer someone's death if you don't know, if you lack knowledge about these things. I'm communicating. Your enemies are just right before you. They are in your houses. I am telling you, they are not far away. Your enemies, those evil manipulating spirits, they cannot manipulate you if they are not close to you. Because there should be what? A sound connection. Because some of these things, if they are to only operate through other spirits, it takes time for that thing to manifest. They only want to make a sound before you can. Because they are most of the things that they do, if there be no sound, it can never affect you. So this is what they do. They do all they can to be in that position or location, or like a place you have your own flower, like a place you have yourself growing. They also hire or rent a house in those places. Now they begin to manipulate you as you do things. You might think that that very moment you are to rest, Then they'll be manipulating you. Now they'll be communicating a spirit that is really a bad energy. When a bad energy revolve around you, you can have short breath. You can have so many things that happen to you, especially when you need to breathe. Now, if you have somebody that is watching over and also watching for you, this is what happens. They actually cannot operate because you are distracting their kind of what attention. So I command this to be by the power of the Holy Ghost and authority of they that claim to have life. That is their part. They claim to have life. So until they manifest, you cannot have a living testimony that they actually do it. Now, if you're only trusting and believing on something that with your single life, something should come up, then it's like you are in lotteries. That it's like you are just trying that one day they said it may happen or it might happen. Because if you are one that also prays and always pray, and you have not had an encounter with Christ or the angel or any light of the Lord, then that's a higher risk you stand to lose everything in the world. You don't have to have someone teach you this. But if there be anyone, there should be a spirit led. So that as you communicate to me and I communicate with you, those evil forces, those Igbe forces, those tree forces, and those clan forces, those tribe forces, those language forces, those people forces. You know why I mention all of this? It is only the angel that can make this thing known to you, so that you shall have not fallen into any of this unless you are a friend to a light. Then the light will now separate you from all of this. Because if you are one that will be fighting, if you are not a nation, you are not a colored person, if you are not a kind of people, you can't say you have flesh and so you are a person or people. You can't say because you speak a language known to somebody as a tribal language, so you are one of them. If you just claim and make a battle or you fight for such things, you are lost and dead. You are the lost one. Because you shall have only won and carry the good or the victory to your own dwelling places. Now you can also produce, you have only to produce also offspring of your winning, not people in general, as you can say. So you shall not just rise up and say you are fighting for Ghana. Can you battle the sin of Ghana? The sin of people on this land, this Ghana, or even just take your community for instance, the sin of your brother. Have you even paid for it? Can you pay for it? Do you know how many times they stand to be losing life and dying and rising probably, or dying and never rising? How many times have you also died? That you want to say you have multiple lives so that you are now beginning to intercede on behalf of people selectively. You cannot use the spirit or the power of God to intercede for people, except it's given or chosen, except the Lord Himself made known to you who you must intercede on. Because this, you cannot just get up and be doing things by heart and say with the Spirit of the Lord you can heal all things. Now, healing all things, how is it that you can heal all things, but you can't give life to somebody who is needing it now? If those who claim they have power, ask them simple questions, things that actually you need to make, like you just have to clear the mind, clear their spirit, clear all those things that are reserved and conserved in culture. You have to know that you have a different assignment. Now, if you need to only act and putting things to all together, you are just destroying everything once again. But who was given first chance, second chance, third chance, fourth chance? Have you, with this opportunity given, have you also tried to also make something? Have you worked out something? Has something really come out of this thing? Or is still a noise you are making a whole lot of the noise over there? I'm not one who is describing to you what is written and hidden if that thing be not light, if that thing be not what we need now. I don't think I have time to talk about those things. Like I just go out there freely and do my work and return. When somebody needs to touch the anointed, like they said, touch not my anointed, and I come, and now you begin to what fighting yourself in the spirit, and now you are battling against someone you cannot even battle against in the physical realms because he would have destroyed you, he would have killed you. So that you see the illiterate Ghanaians, those poor Ghanaians in spirit, whoever is poor in spirit is actually somebody who doesn't really actually have any wisdom or light to say that I am learned of the spirit, its guidance, not learned of people, learned of the spirit and its guidance. Now, when an angel or when a spirit turn you from this side to this side and they tell you they are saving you, you have to know whether truly you were falling before they are trying to convert you to something. Now, if you are not being converted from wrong to right, and they are converting you from wrong to wrong or from right to wrong, it's kind of a probability. At random, you can pick any of this. If you are not careful, you will be hurt. The battle is before you, you just lose it completely. And you lose everything to that nothing because the least chance you give them made it thing happen. But if you are walking in light and in spirit, you shall have every reason to rest. Now, as somebody is resting, there should be another person also what? Sitting up and working, talking. Yes, that conversation is going on. I'm not a child because a kind of matured person in the spirit, like my body, like myself in the spirit. A great name as Sylvester. Do you need to hear me? Do you need to talk to me, somebody? I don't think you have any idea what battles I've fought or what battles I've won. In all areas, wherever you place me, I'm the best in that number. You don't have any number. Now you look up to children and glorify the Lord in a child. That is not true. Anybody that presents a child before you and communicate to you at the same time in the Lord claiming something is just a lie, like a kind of false spirit. It's false. They are trying to show you an identity of a seed of the devil, the prostitute. That is why. You didn't make your Lord, the Lord your God, you didn't make him great. Like America will be saying, we would like to make America great again. What are you also making Ghana? Is Ghana going to become a forefathers' day of blood pouring and killing and innocent people killing, or they themselves being sinners killing themselves? You ask yourself this. Now, can you place yourself in the shoes of America? No. America is of this background. The God, the agriculture, their food, their heavens, their rains. They are promising waters. So they have some ashes and they know what battles they fought for them and that they're waiting for a day of redemption. And then you can also tell them about that same kind of war. They must have probably sacrificed themselves to really war at their enemies. And you want to say that they are also coming back to that same state again without enjoying the fruit. It means that this should only happen if the devil has come to battle you again. You don't have to give way or chance to certain things to happen before you because it is not this truth you need. You need something more powerful than just that. And you need something even bigger than a God. You just having a God. Can't you see the name God placed on things just like they say God, God. But if you don't know what God is, you actually just say God. You don't have anything functioning in that area because there's no meaning that is attached with God if there be no spirit. Now, if you don't speak the spirit of the Lord, you cannot know what God is this you are communicating to somebody to. If you don't see an angel, you never know what is the ugly part of the Lord too. Now, if the Lord be any mighty one who creates the things or have a creator connection to these things, he will only send down his angel to show you that you don't have to fear. Now, who is the Lord that is promised? You are living in such a day of love unconditional, so that it is not supposed to be led or driven by sexism. It's not supposed to be a sex that people have, but you can feel the power of the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost, and the truth of this great work and return. And you have the time to now be in your idol worshiping. This is the time most people are displaying idol worship. Play a role in the life of the Holy One. It doesn't play any role in my life. And look, the part of your body, it doesn't play a role in my life because most of you are just completely beast. The ugly part of things you haven't seen is when you are blind, spirit, or when you kind of being given a vision and you are seeing only deadly things like rock, ugly things. Now, is that your expectation to sleep and being chased by someone? Look, if you, I'm assuring somebody right now, if you never sleep, getting spirit. Just don't worry, the Lord can give you dream. But if you are someone who dream and you are being chased by enemies or somebody's trying, it means that somebody is powerful than you. And you have to take a different dimension, like a direction. I can feel the power blowing into this right now. This communication is very powerful. Because the right finger speaking unto you, somebody. If I speak over the waters or onto the air or through a vessel that you claim you have made a king Can you make a child a king? No, it's not lawful. No child ever built the beginning. You shall have no else glory given a child. If not, the Lord will destroy you. Yes, the Lord destroys you. You don't know what time will be. The one carrying times did not even just say that he's carrying times and therefore he knows everything. We know this if we say we give our chance and the opportunity given us. It will not be given you if you are not also to talk of it. Now, the ones who were given this, don't come in your multitude of unclean ways throughout the globe and claim that it should be receiving you in that your idols, worshiping, and all of that. Look, I'm not here to welcome any fetish of anything. It is ugly, it's dirty to me. That is what is dirty. Do you know the needful part I'm showing you? There, if you ever had any day that they kind of sacrifice something or to, ascertain what is to be a problem, a solution to, and now they tell you what happens at the solution base when they slaughter an animal, sacrifice an animal, and pour its blood over something they call maybe a fetish or a heart or a kind of stone, and then you see it being made this dirty color of it. And right before you, they take off the womb or like the stomach of that thing, and they kind of drop in a thing that smell, and they put it against those things they claim is God again. Do you yourself think it's God? Is that thing God to you? Don't you think you are being fool and foolish like you are? You can make God dirty other than yourself. If you yourself you are not dirty, how can you make God dirty too? Now, everything that is God, do you think that is what God is? Now, are you trying to say that you are of this wisdom than the Lord Almighty, the Creator, so that you say that whatever you portray or anything you carve or just any kind of, if it's a statuette or statue, or if just anything you claim to be a source of your supernatural divination, and you now make that thing dirty, and you think that is what that thing needs, don't you think that is a dirty spirit? Because you, even as a human that do not have the power, you are going to eat the part of it, which is the meat, the meat itself. And you are rewarding the one you claim is your God or your Lord, the kind of physics of it or the waste of it. Do you think God deserves that? You are joking. You are playing with something you don't know. Fire, you don't know. Hell, you don't know. The giant, you don't know. I know him. You don't know somebody. At least I know certain giants. You don't know them. I'm only doing this for you to know that if we get up and we're working, the devil has no role to play in my life because I have no covenant with the devil. I've never killed for the devil, and he would also have just, yes, if you think I have killed for the devil, then it should be probably myself killing my enemies. You don't know who is an enemy. I'm choosing my path right. And you are also saying that that is not a path to you, but to follow a path you were not also a beginning or at the beginning, a path you did not initiate. You want to say that is a path. Do you really understand that? A path you did not create. How can that be a path you are showing someone today? Yet you were not there in the beginning to do these things well as you will wish that is done, but you are only to follow a footstep of something. Then why not go out there on the street or maybe in the wilderness and look for more fruits so that you just ignore all of that and then begin to do your thing, like carry yourself in yourself. If you are a true human being, then you begin to think humanly. And then when you begin to have to a human self or humanly, you know definitely you have a spirit or like a kind of soul. Yeah, a soul. So that if that light be thrown in you, you see that those things that are darkened that never need light will go out of you. Those things that can never want to breathe a life, they will never be with you to life if you truly do it well. You don't know what power is communicating right now. There is a spirit. You just need his part to understand more. I tell you, your enemies are just running around you. They are in the same houses you have rented. If the devil want to torment you and always worry you, they will do that. And you see this blade functioning against someone, only taking your blood spiritually or supernaturally or virtually. Like this, when you communicate something virtually, you should just know that it's not just about people seeing you on television or thing. Like when even somebody having your picture and cutting through that picture, it really affecting you. If that thing affects you, yeah, there's something really happening. How we get it? Because if there's no supernatural connection to those pictures and yourself, then that's it. When somebody is having a kind of a spiritual connection to something and they begin to act on even image, the image becomes something living. Now, if that thing becomes living, don't you think you have the kind of image, that image being used against you again? All right, I want to communicate something right now. If you have had any image as a righteous person being given to someone only to make dirty so that when they see, they call you a mad person. Oh, I say, I print by my artistic graphics right now. I print a whole new picture right now again upon you so that they shall have that thing used. But I print a new picture for you. If only you carry the image of your righteousness, I print for you a new image right now, instantly, with my excellence and beyond excellence, with my sword, with the Lord, the angel that goes before the Lord and war, through war, without blade, not even cutlass, nor Bible, nor Quran. I dare you. This Lord shall judge the whole earth again, for he has won without even a tree or stick. Not even any tool, not even mobile phone. I won battles and let my light so shine in power, not only when people need it, but I need my thing to function in my days. Let that thing be. If the Lord hasn't shown you all those things that are so unfavorable to you, and you have not won a battle before them, you have not won, how do you think at the end times they will know that you are the one who won the battle? They will destroy you because it is their duty to only destroy. Now, if you could not meet with them and battle with them and win their games, you shall not call any of them a slave to you too, for they are masters. You must also respect. But here lies the case. I am somebody already showing you the path. The path is to me, to show you as the path. I am the husband. I'm not showing you any other person to be a husband. Now, if you are being crazy about who should arouse you in sexuality so that you go have sex somewhere else, what connection do you think it hits in this? So that you said until you have someone arousal in your sexuality. During that time you having sex, you said it should affect someone else. Do you think that is a God? That is a foolish God indeed. That is a harlot playing his kind of tricks around people, saying that you have not had sex though, but as they kind of have a way in attaching with you, then they say you have impregnated someone. Are you sure this is a spiritual kind of battle? Okay, some of this and I should just cut it off by the sea gorges. Right away, I got result 27. This is a winning battle. I got 19. This is a winning battle. I got A beyond A plus, a winning battle. I got projects that is never falling. I am a great, wonderful manager of a group of companies. Having won all this as an achievement, what do you think has been given to me also as a reward if I have to battle again? What battles again do you place before me to battle? Are you probably one of them that do not see the good of the Lord, but always want to count it only because you don't form a part of it, or you want to force to snap this back into you? Look, you can be in this society. I'm not one of you. But when you see me, you are seeing the master indeed in that place. By your command, I'm telling you, because if there be any hidden thing with you, the Lord can send down his holy angel to be among you, only to be like he's one of you. But not that I have come that you make me a great person. I'm born already a great person. Powerful by my name. There's more than just a charm because it's power by itself, spirit by itself, a holy one you didn't know. Do you think I operated with somebody's name? Maybe you don't know Sylvester. Okay, I'm not Sylvester, but I am just the great one myself in power again. So do you only need to attach the name Sylvester with somebody or the birth of someone to destroy them? Okay, I change those names. Now I become another part of my angelic strength. Whose flesh are you using? You are not either in my body nor the body of the person who prayed. Because you both have nothing in common with me. My goodness. I've taken nothing from you that you say you want to take from me what you have given. This is not your works. The Lord who built, he's the only one that can pull down. You haven't built me. How do you think I should also be pulled down by your works? If yours is to only destroy, go out there on the street, in the forest, and in places where you find someone doing wrong, go and pull them down. That is your work. But I show you, not in my sight, not in my works. You have no name bearing a work in my work. I show you if you are the devil. If you are Satan, I show you what I see is beyond Satanism. That is, if you want to know the battle, I am life. I am the air. But you will not know the air. To you it's cold. But I give you freshness air. I give you life. You don't understand because you are not in that person. You are not in a vessel to receive what is life. So to somebody it's cold. But to another, the air condition best. But if you are not being healed, surely you cannot enjoy what is in the air. Beware. I have not come to show you the world, a marriage that treats you the way you have been treated already. I have not come to show you the world that this is the time you marry. I have not shown you marriage. I'm showing you rather that I'm the one who have lived innocent life for myself, having lived as a virgin righteous angel without falling, mistakenly without falling too, because I've never impregnated anybody for this cause as I speak now. So that if I have lived an over 34 plus, still living at 7, and I am calling for my good work, the fruit of my works, and you think a location gave birth, you're probably lying to yourself. Of course, I was not born to any of you, and I've not lived a life like you have lived. So I show you what is holy, and you are showing me the ugly part of you. How do you think these two things have something in common? They just actually don't connect. These have no connection. I can assure you, you have nothing except I be that greatest. You have nothing except I've been taken to my US. Because the same way I am here that you are enjoying more and you don't know whose fruit you are enjoying. And I just want to be myself until you destroy. How that the Lord can give you anything that is living and holy and powerful? You shall not receive it. It's not yours. So as you are receiving, there is more deadly thing coming your way right now. I command and instruct the angels. When it comes before us, I show you your true identity. I'm not somebody who is sleeping or lying in the bush or forest. I'm not in prison anywhere because I have not robbed. Now, not rob is to tell you what? Something that is wrong. That's all I just simply want to say. If I have any time to have a overtime, that kind of overtime or work over and over, look, the ones who did not trust our work for being successfully managing a company without a loss, and they have always gone wrong against us, tell that devil, you can appear, but let it be woe unto you. The Lord who is holy, he is more than 34. He's not 33. He's 34. You don't have to suspect me to be the one who is 6 to multiply me to 6. Then it's better you multiply 7. So 7 times 7, you get the answer and you know what you are seeing and missing. Do that and you see the one who is beyond 37 and 34. Be warned. You shall have no such things held against my body nor my spirit. You don't even know what is a spirit. Do you know how many people are operating? Do you know how I do my operations? Are you a fowl or chicken? I'm sure if there be heart in a fowl, some of you are just made chicken. But I'm doing the right work at the right time. I'm of this. I said your enemies surround you so that they manipulate you when they get into their room. Even before you, right before your eyes, you don't just know because you are not watching at the right time. So you don't say it. But I tell you, you have to change from your path and your ways because I have nothing to conserve and reserve if I am truly to deliver and go my way. I'll just do it. I'll give it up by birth and light. And so my birth is actually life and power. And I am the great warrior, the Lord who has risen up without killing human for ritual, money for ritual, or whatever guidance. Money that is printed by computer. How do you think someone can give you money? If so supernaturally they can make money, well, then we are very rich. Then you can call it only worthy. Yes, worthy is the Lord. Call it that way. But if it's just going to be one of the things that somebody has a signature sealed or embossed on that you can see is real, I take precedent issue out of here, politics out of this place, because I would not carry the pain of a politician. Neither is it going to be a name or an image of somebody. I delete every image of false images of people out of my skin right now. Anybody dead in a freed and whoever conserve these names, I am not a replacement of those names. I bind you by the authority of lightning and let the thunder flow you out of my system virtually, physically, spiritually, even in your ignorant ways. Let it all depart of my body right away. In also from my kingdom, love, the greatest. And you just cannot see it as love, but it's a kingdom of heaven. The prince I am. I'm the original prince. I communicate that you may understand one thing. If you continue to follow this, then certain things will just come your way just like that, because that is what even the most wicked enjoy, and they have not paid it in full what right we deserve. And so you ought to also what? Understand. So I can give to somebody freely. Why? Because they already preaching somebody, maybe Christ. But it is very wrong and dangerous when you receive of Christ and you go and give it to another person as glory in the name of something, but you claim is the Lord. No. A language you speak is even corrupt. So you don't know that any name you mention to be the name of the Lord is never existed. That's why it doesn't shake anything. I want to say very big thank you to even this time right now, so that I just want to really tell you that things that you speak that ain't working is because the enemy is just around you. They hear it. So as they hear it, they only spoil it, like they throw it away out of your, like they throw it out of hand. As you speak, then they waste it out of something. I'm in Cape Coast right now, broadcasting live. This is a time. Now I discern myself right now. At the time I was born, the midnight, a morning, bright star. I hail my star right now. I hail my star. I hail my time of arrival, and I hail the destiny and things I have also beheld. And that now, telling you somebody, my great power is not a source of what? People, is of what? Military's powerful prayer. Commando's prayer. So I'm not born of a human being that is just a Ghanaian. No, I am born of a nation, the great nation defenders, a garden that secures good works. And the Lord be with them in strength and in spirit and in power and physicality. Now, if anybody have any of them in their corrupt head mind, under the evil eyes, plotting, and anything piercing like a blade or needle, I assure you, you have time to fall now. Your own time kills, destroys you. For if you have nothing good to offer the righteous, same way it's 99.9% sure that you will also have yourself or taken out of yourself, because you have nothing that gives life. And that's just all. So when you destroy somebody, you're definitely going to be destroyed if the Lord has not given you a righteous hand. So if the Lord gives someone a righteous hand, you can see that one, that person operating means that with already known bad deeds and good deeds. So that there's judgment and then fairness. So that fairness goes with the righteousness of the Lord. But on the other side, that is 6. You shall have known that I have the right 6. But it's not meant for you to enjoy this life. As you do it, those of you who are marrying these numbers, look, there was only one reason you can say you are marrying multiple. That is, if you were given the unconditional love to say it's because of you that certain things is happening, then you shall have maybe a lot of this and or more rooms for that. Yes, you shall have more rooms for that. But if that time hadn't really come, like over 2,000 years ago, or maybe 1,500 years ago, or probably 400 years ago, when you didn't expect this, or when you didn't really have any love like this, or any spirit of the Lord is present, working like this in truth and in flesh and fire of the greatest error. You didn't have it work like this, and you have married. You know that there's a trouble somewhere for you. It should have occurred this time. And this is not given to anybody to. It is only the one who carries it that can say it, why he's doing this. What message do you also have to tell us in the world to share with us? You have nothing. Now, if you show us in your multiple of marriage, you are actually going to multiply in sin. because you have offered the whole nation nothing, the gardens nothing. You have actually given nothing what is the best in you, so that you are thinking the Lord should give you his best as a woman, your help. So you defile the woman, or the woman defiles you. Now you and the woman who gives life or who shows the way, or you are just being cheating, so that you are doing this but you don't know what you're doing. You're only enjoying it so that you release something, and then you go there, all of you are sleeping, or you just finish up like that, think you are enjoying. Is life not more tasteful than any other thing? But do you think life is given without the love of something? There is all in connection. Now, if Solomon, somebody had said, had lived with this wisdom, if David has also lived with this wisdom, so that everyone that actually comes as from the heaven and having an encounter with an angel talking to you would display the kind of love that has never been like. This is unconditional. It carries them in different situations, demonstrating and manifesting something really good and powerful. Who dare you? And who do you think you are looking up to? And now who also is treating you? And who says, let's see, trick is throw like a, know that you just really want to say that somebody take you out there, somebody also close you on something. Do you think everything is well? Now, of all that operated in the spirit supernatural world right now, I command you by the power of my encounter with you that you know what is right only, and do what is right and give up what is best. But if I meet you in the spirit and being in spirit again, wow, trouble for somebody. I dare you. May my spirit never have mercy on anybody, because I dare you. I'm not merciful. For those who have seen death before, those who have tasted death before, you can say if they are risking their life again, or they're trying to protect it as the Lord gave it. May this great power and the moment of this hour, let it be not something that is past and only forgetful, but let it manifest the superpower and the weapons that shall destroy the world and conserve only the righteous according as their work, and the reward that they may be given, not for everyone. And this is not the calling of somebody. So when I get up and I'm doing something, let the devil, let those spirits rest somewhere, or they be destroyed and let all astray, because I do my work independently. For how do they know I'll go do? I just have to do this. But do they really form a part of what I'm doing? No. Yeah, I do my thing in a different way. If I decide to switch language, I'll be doing that right away, because I'm the only person that changes, transform it into things that are so real, so that you are seeing the Lord and you don't know the Lord. You are seeing the light and you don't know the light. You are seeing life itself. You don't know the life. But what are you expecting? War. So I face the war even right now in the vision. There was a war. And the both sides are now looking at where and who to start it. Because there is what? A kind of law that backs the righteous person, and a law that also probably backs the wrong person. But in all, when you put together, you see the one that they are trying to say, "Well, we have to take him up, like manipulate him." No evil spirit can manipulate what I'm saying here. I'm only telling you this, but I'm located in Cape Coast right now. I'm taking a different atmosphere, charge, and power right now to communicate these things back to you. Look, as I'm speaking now, some of you would have fallen into your pit, I tell you. So that our travel actually is our freedom. So that when we travel and you die, don't find me anywhere attached with your death, because you know that in my presence or living with you, you hated us. So when we travel, don't let it be a matter of concern to you to be calling us. Don't try that. You have to know what we do whilst we are with you, so that when we travel, know that we are going to do more of that. So you will not think we are the one killing you. It's your own sin, your own thinking, your own spirit, inner part, your own family that will be killing you. Not here. My family wouldn't kill me, because I train the power of their spirit also. Their gardens are so powerful right now. Yeah. Thank you, somebody, for listening. I only want to ask you one thing. If you had truly asked the Lord for light, would the Lord give you darkness if you don't know already? You can't see already, and so you are asking for light. And the Lord gave you darkness. So how are you going to manage this now? Even as probably you wanted to see, or you weren't seeing, and you asking for light, and you're being with darkness, would you call it a black person or charcoal? ask the question. But the answer is whether black or darkness, somebody still prevail. Light is what prevails. The one who shows the power of make the way, he's the one that prevails. Don't let it be a kind of secret society that is also working only based on their interest, that until you form a part of them, you never eat. Look, this is nonsense. It's out of the system. Have they forgotten that it's a spirit that is hovering over places and in things? Now, which of the spirit that are they also benefiting from without paying that spirit? You have to work. If you have to work, I make somebody powerless right now because you have lacked knowledge of your Lord, the one that is true living flesh and in spirit. He does these things all communicating at the same time. The Lord is holy. Holy as He is. He is the same Lord that is love. Love that is communicating unconditional again. You see how wonderful it is. The Lord indeed is powerful. Not just powerful, but He can perform such things over a distance. Communicating power over what? Gadgets. Communicating power to you live on your screen on a shot. And so if the Lord says we will find something, a tangible reason to eat, now let the places that produce the food be so much powerful and strong enough to produce the best so that the enemy cannot have its way into those things to try to pierce through the throat or the finger of the righteous. I dare you. Let the sword of the lightning that cuts through all angles. Let it be a witness as this channel is not meant for anybody than myself and the Lord whose account and testimony that I hold on this. That is why I'm saying not church members. That's why I'm saying not religions. That's why I'm saying not culture of somebody. That's why I'm saying losing nothing but gaining my world. That is holy, the Lord original. The true manifestation of the Lord angel that is living, not the Lord on blade, so that I'm not blade to be kind of Lord. So is it certain things they could have limited it to just what it is on blade, so that you'll be wanting to see this Lord, you can't see the Lord because it's already written on blade. I am not showing that kind of Lord. I'm showing you the what, the human, the real person living, the one who makes a path. I don't think blade itself, as small as it is, has ever made a path for you in the wilderness. Yet, when I was embarking on my journey to all the highest place, before you can do or perform anything on the lower level of this earth, except you ever win the battle and place your flag high, authority. Whatever you do on the low level, it will still be the low level spirit fighting you. But if the ones in the highest places knows you, whoever plays fun, full of crazy thing, let the higher spirit of them and let the higher spirit pull them down. Yes, I just pick one of these. Because if you don't know the one in authority, he that is communicating to you in the person thinking he's a child to you are trouble. Take those maggots out of the line right away. Cut it by the sword that is not invisible to you. I cut you by the invisible sword. Clear all those maggots. Clear all those serpents and cats of things. Of light. Who is higher than the Lord in the making? The Lord who made it in his younger age, in the 20s, to make his battle, lead people, and be a manager of group of companies at that same time in the early 20s. You think this is a joke? You think the Malams did it? What do they know about the Quran? And that they could not show you and create it. Or to manifest what is in the spirit in your reality so that you truly see what they said the Lord is saying. Now they don't have any vision. What vision do they carry? They carry dead visions of somebody. And I show you nothing like that. I show you love unconditional. Don't you think it's complicating? Do I have to sleep on you over there before? Then it should have what? Manifested by a distance. That you know the Lord is not a kind of prostitute that people want to mingle with. But if you have any light, bring it to the house of the Lord where you can say you have seen the light or love. Then you also what? Protect, defend with all your wealth. For you know it's never been common and never also in this world. So whatever you could not embrace, you shall have also not have right to also destroy it. Shalom unto myself, to my own kingdom, not people. For nobody deserves this until you perform what gives you that right to be given one of this, because I am living in a different world. Thank you. Shame the devil. Those things that are so ugly. Shame that foolish God, the crazy God, the black kind of thing that they also have themselves as God. The one that you pray about good things and then they sweep it away in that unclean way. Because the devil wants to say they are possessed, some kind of idol spirits in the flesh of somebody. I tell you, when my own does this or perform it, it shall not fail. Because we have a power and a spirit of life that raises up, that intercede on behalf of somebody. We shall not become dead people. We are not called to glory in ground. That is what I deny. On my channel, let it always play and replay. I deny going to the ground as a glory. This foolishness. So it's also entertained by foolish people. You don't have to have anybody raising in me than myself. The spirit and the spirit that hovers in my body and around my body. That rises to the heavens and coming every second I need to go there and come. I ascend this moment to the heavens that the Lord may see my good again, because he has shown me so much. I have also moved in the what? In the vision so much right now. So many things that happens I will be talking about now. But let it be as it really produced and pronounced here. Let those functions also never fail. Thank you, wonderful viewers and listeners of Mission to Mission Sylvester's channel. You know, the ministries is as broad as you can say. Maybe they want to say the ministries of people or churches. It's not just church, but I'm not talking about church. So you have to know that it's even more dangerous to say it's church, because I'm talking to you about what? Kingdom and creation. Because anything that is a church already is a different name. It's a shrine. You don't know, I'm telling you, it's because it's displaying even now. It's displaying in my vision right now. It's like putting a heart on a stone or something. That people seek favor from that thing that do not talk, except the man take money from you or say they are speaking on your behalf, that the Lord will do this for you. No, they don't form a part of your situation. They are shrine and the fetish and those things. I don't need to entertain anybody on this channel with this name right now. If I be with them, any place, anywhere I want to be, I shall find what? The truth of what I need. But ask me if they themselves will be a part of what I'm saying I am. I want to say a very big thank you and shout out to all those who listen and do the sharing also of this content to somebody else like that. At this moment, you know, this time of product broadcasting is really serious, and you also have to take it so serious or dip yourself into what? The words, the things that are here made with so much life, spirit giving. You need it. You are not just being told story of your forefathers. I'm not here to repay you of your forefathers, but to repay you yourself, how you treat us. And this day, the Lord will really deal with you, because I have my own that is so different from any other man, from any other spirit. I share this spirit not with anybody except the Lord be with you, because this is simple. It's not passing through your system before it's communicated. It is free giving, like it's free moving, but you cannot encounter, like there's not anywhere you can meet me in the spirit. If you are not the reason I'm moving, you cannot meet me, because it's more dangerous to say that you can meet me, because I am not of that kind of person you think I am. I am saying that because you have been an enemy in my flesh, like a thorn in my flesh, I remove you. So whatever shall decide the anchor or to take the hook off my flesh and upon us is this, that I show you. The Lord is not merciful. Is it that I show you the Lord? He has said he has a terrible name. So how terrible do you think the Lord should be, and that you will find mercy? There's no mercy over there. I don't think so. And I will not be among the places of what? Disrespect also. For I've always lived alone. I've had myself sleep alone. And the Lord be the security unto things, not to just little things. For the Lord give no glory to a child. But if that child be that person who the Lord raised, the Lord will raise that person, and the person will also hail the Lord to that extent. Now you heard me. If I have any name, I got a name. Let my brother Kwabna Yusuf Stallon, the Eugene, let him also receive a power to cast his spell upon the enemies. For we were never born enemies, because they are different matters, but we have so much power. But the days of birth are never change, because we have something powerfully connected. Thank you.